Hello everybody, Ollamh here, and welcome back to the Lost Cases of Sherlock Holmes. Today's case is the Maestro's Violin, which is interesting sounding. When Tchaikovsky's prized violin vanishes, he selects Holmes to find it. But what is the Maestro not telling the master detective? It's a symphony of mystery.
Welcome, Mr. Stedman. It's a rare pleasure to have the Dean of the Royal Music Academy in our humble lodgings.
I'll get right to it, Mr. Holmes. The great Russian composer Tchaikovsky is presently in London. 2 evenings from now, he's scheduled to conduct his Swan Lake Suite at the Academy.
We plan to be there, don't we, Holmes?
Maestro Tchaikovsky brought his own priceless 200-year-old Stradivarius violin, which he hoped to personally present as a gift to a famous English musician he admires. However, last night, the Stradivarius was stolen, and Maestro Tchaikovsky refuses to go on unless it's found.
I assume he wishes to keep the matter discreet.
That is why he has personally asked that you handle the case yourself.
Right, because Holmes is renowned for discretion. Okay, so we're starting off with a spot the difference. Okay. It's the latest issue of The Strand. Look, Watson, it has your latest lurid tale about me. Half-eaten pie. That's a waste. Bag. The orchestra's laundress, Mrs. Hanson, forgets her bag every night. Not quite right in the head, if you ask me. Or she's creating a reason for her to be coming back every night. Always look at all the possibilities. Okay, let's see here, so... Well, there's a shoe. That's odd. I'm guessing there must be another shoe somewhere. There's a fork. The fork and pie likely belongs to the first trumpeter, Captain Trefisius. He has a habit of snacking during rehearsal. Well, you know, man can get hungry, especially blowing a trumpet. Alright, this is just like, okay, there's the other shoe. Those are Seeger Ballard's shoes. He prefers playing his tuba in his stocking feet. Kinda quirky, but doesn't really lead to why he would have stolen the violin. Evidently, the harpist, Gwendilby, must purchase some new strings in a hurry.
I'd like to see where the instruments are locked up when no one is rehearsing. Through that door, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, that is one hell of a guess, Holmes. Okay, more playing cards. There's our hint. Everybody uses a lot of playing cards in this series. Those playing cards are likely from Terence Lyman, a trombonist. He's known to gamble on the side. I hear he wagered against anyone finding that Stradivarius. Okay, let's see here. So we need a violin bow, 2 revolvers, and 3 balls of yarn. Is that the... I was gonna say, that looks like a ball of yarn hidden back behind pretty much everything, but apparently not. Alright, where is the yarn, then? Flute, trumpet, tambourine. Looks like a tambourine there. But I would guess a tambourine would be more at an angle just to kind of really show that it's a tambourine. Ah, there it is. Okay, let's see, our clarinet. I'm not very well versed in individual instruments, though. But I'm doing all right. How odd. Nigel Coates, our concert master, always keeps his bow and violin in his case locked tight. Very strange. So 1 more revolver, 1 more ball of yarn, and piano music box. It sounds as though there's something inside. Right, Royal Plaza Hotel Room 217. Mr. Stedman, it looks... I'd like to see Tchaikovsky's room at the Royal Plaza Hotel after we're done here. Right, so we're going back to... basically we're going to investigate Tchaikovsky himself as the possible person behind this. Oh, that was a ball of yarn. Those balls of yarn belong to Sophie Mudder. She's the loveliest cellist on 3 continents, and is also an accomplished knitter. Well, that's cool. Again, I mean, that doesn't necessarily do anything to implicate her in the theft. I'm just not seeing that revolver. Oh, it was right there. 2 fine revolvers. They are engaged to Lionel de Vries. Good luck. A Dutch conductor who took over the orchestra a few years ago, as I recall. Reportedly, he disapproves of Tchaikovsky being Russian. Okay, more spot the differences. And I have not... Maestro Tchaikovsky sent his dresser out to buy a new wardrobe in the latest London styles. So, okay, we also need to find Holmes's cap here, since we have not seen it yet. Yep, there it is. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, did I actually miss it this time? Nope. Okay, so 2 more bow ties. 1 more feather duster. Okay, there's the feather duster. Mrs. Hammond, the head maid, often misplaces her feather duster. Convenient for snooping around, saying, oh, I must have forgotten it here, or lost it somewhere, and basically kind of go rifling through stuff trying to find it. Alright, so there's all the bow ties. No idea what else I'm looking for. Alright, let's pop this baby open here and get a bit closer look at stuff. I mean, we've still got gobs of time here. Aha! Screwdriver. That's kind of curious. Yeah, I've got two more that I... An iron? Those must be the bow ties from Adelaide Lesage. As Tchaikovsky's personal London assistant, she takes care to keep the maestro presentable at all times. Nice. So she would have access to, his rooms and all of his personal effects. Mr. McCurdy, the hotel's manager, personally repaired that lamp after it had been reported damaged, you say. I sense he tends to hide something behind that thick accent. Okay.
Watson, pray tell me, what is on that sheet music?
I have no idea. Okay, there we go. The difference in these notes suggests a further meaning in them. Perhaps a scrambled message. Add a decade.
Add a decade. That tells us to add 10 to the sheet music's title number, 211A. The answer, then, is...
221A? Could that mean 221A Baker Street? Well, that's the address immediately downstairs of our lodgings at 221B.
No less than our landlady, Mrs. Hudson's address. I suggest we return home with haste.
Well, now that's curious, isn't it? Time to find out who stole the Stradivarius. Okay, so overweight, non-musician, right. But she does have a bow.
I must say, that was excellent.
All right, so now to... Oh, wow, that's just a flood of information here. Okay, think I've got it.
Perfect.
There was no tomato.
Perfect. Yes.
There was some food, but there was not a
That's it.
sandwich. Right. Shoes.
Nice work.
Scarf.
Yes. Righto. Nice work. You got it. Perfect. You got it.
So it was Tchaikovsky himself who disappeared the Stradivarius.
Mr. Stedman, the Stradivarius has not been stolen at all.
Then where is it?
We found it waiting for Holmes in Mrs. Hudson's parlor with a note attached.
Apparently, Tchaikovsky is a regular reader of Watson's fanciful tales about me in Strand magazine. Translated into Russian, of course.
The famous English musician Tchaikovsky admires is Holmes himself. He set up this entire ruse as an elaborate way to meet the great detective. The Stradivarius is a gift to him, one maestro to another.
Until we meet him at the concert, please give the great Tchaikovsky my surprised thanks.
And from me as well, one writer to another.
Congratulations!
Right. Well, that one was an interesting tale. Not really a mystery, but, well, kind of a mystery, not a crime. And thankfully, Holmes didn't mind having his time basically wasted. So next time, we're going to be looking for a porcelain dragon. Until then, as always, thank you guys very much for watching, and don't forget to prod the subscribe button down below so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions.
If you wanna see some crazy,
Cheerio!
and also lazy, then you should meet me and my friends. Even though we
That's
got
right.
no money,
Originally,
myself
the
by
power
hand,
sword that he is
everything's
most
better
famous
with them,
for
just
was
like
split in two, with the other half being possessed by Skeletor. This is another one that younger people, in particular, are lacking. Quite a few people have a simple sheet of metal that has all four different size shredders,